and welcome. Today I'm making a classic. I'm making tomato soup. I know everyone has their own take on tomato soup, but this is my recipe and it's a little bit different than my parents', but it's delicious. It's filled with vegetables, filled with protein. It's wonderful and homemade and hearty, and it's perfect. I love it. I love it, and I make it, I would say, twice a month. Leftovers I just freeze for later, but this is my take on tomato soup. I feel like tomatoes are so healthy and so wonderful while in season, and tomato soup is just filled with goodness. So this is my take on tomato soup. We love soups in my household because they are just smart foods. You get protein, you get liquid with it, tons of vegetables, tons of flavor. They're good for you, good for your body and soul. So this is my take. In a big pot, deep pot, nice and sturdy, you're gonna go ahead and put some olive oil and your meat. I'm choosing chicken. I have organic chicken. This is what I had in my fridge. So I'm just gonna go ahead and utilize my chicken and quite a bit of chicken. I want my flavors to be rich and bold, and also salt and pepper. Lots of salt and pepper, mostly pepper. I love spicy. I like that flavor. So this is a way to go for me. I'm so excited for the soup. So soups are such an important part of our menu on a weekly basis in my household because this is what we grew up on. Soup pretty much daily. That was normal. That was a staple, and this is what I'm trying to continue in my household. So we're gonna go ahead and chop some vegetables. I started with celery stalk. As much as you want. I love celery, it's so healthy. Also, mushrooms. I know some of you might think tomatoes and mushrooms, but you know what? Just give it a try. Such a great combination. Lots of texture, meaty flavor, meaty texture that you enjoy, and nice and hearty. And I had some mushrooms too, so why not? And of course, onion. So we're gonna combine in our meat and our chicken. We're gonna go ahead and combine one big onion and a lot of garlic. Garlic is super healthy, it's a superfood. I sneak garlic in pretty much everything I make. It's just healthy, it's wonderful, lots of flavor, health benefits, and it's just, you guys know, garlic is awesome. I think everyone likes garlic. I don't know one person that would say, I don't like garlic. Well, everyone likes garlic, and that's how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and just mix all together. So our meat and some veggies and our salt and pepper. And it smells wonderful. So this will be our base for the soup. And I'm not shy with meat on this one because it's important. Also stewed tomatoes. Just pick the ones you like the most, and then just go ahead and entire can goes in. Also tomato puree. That's just a classic. It's a staple. I'm gonna go ahead and simmer my portobello mushrooms in a little bit of butter or a little bit of olive oil. I just went ahead and I put some olive oil and some mushrooms. Just want to soften them up a little bit before I combine them with the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and put some stock, beef stock or chicken stock or water in with our tomatoes and chicken. You can only use water if you want, or just a stock. I like to use both. So I use a little bit of water because obviously it's gonna evaporate a little bit, and a stock. Also, lots of shredded carrots, parsley, and parsley root. So lots of it. So don't be afraid to utilize your vegetables. And when they cook down a little bit, just add more. And if you feel like you need to add more broth, just add more broth or water. Just depends on your preference. But I want my soup to be hearty and filled with vegetables, filled with meat. I want to see ingredients in it. Also, bay leaf, black pepper, and you can add just a little bit more salt if you feel like it needs more salt. Just make sure to taste it. Also, allspice, juniper berries, that goes in as well. Don't skip it. That step. If you don't have those ingredients, just go and get some. They're cheap and accessible. Pretty much any grocery store will have it. Also, dry oregano. That's the one I like to use a lot. Just so much flavor. It's just such a unique flavor. And we're gonna go ahead and add celery stalk. Like I said before, we're gonna add some more water because as we cook, the water liquid evaporates. So we can add some water, you can add some broth. I like to use both. And look at this. This looks yummy and hearty, and not just for fall and winter when it gets cold and you want to feel something, you want something cozy and homemade. This is all year round, and it's such a wonderful meal. Honestly, a bowl of this soup and you're good to go. You have liquid and you have protein and vegetables all in one. So just medium heat. Keep an eye on it. Just taste it as you go. Make sure all ingredients are, the way they're supposed to. I'm using olives. I don't know how you feel about it, but if you never tried it in tomato soup, it's a good recipe to try the olives in. They just add so much interest to our soup, and not a lot, just a little bit. Just chop it up and add it in. Such a great flavor. And I tried that once, and I swear to God, I'll never go back. I'll never go back, and I'll always use my olives. Such a great recipe. And capers too. You know what? Just do it. I used to like my tomato soups creamy, but now I'm like, you know what? I want texture. I want body. I want that meaty flavors. I just want to see what I'm eating. I like a lot. And you know what? You can dip your sourdough, or you can dip your garlic bread in that soup and scoop it up. It's just so good. So good. So tons of different ways how to eat it. You can put even, we can put like a piece of chicken on top of it in a bowl. And I'm using orzo. Orzo is not rice; it's actually pasta. For those who don't know, orzo it's a cheap grain. It's wonderful and it cooks super fast. So keep an eye on it. But it says softer consistency than rice, and it's basically a pasta. So just don't overcook it. I usually put it towards the end of my cooking time, and just you can put a lot if you want that more hearty texture, or just a little bit if you just want to see some grains floating. But I like to put a lot. It would thicken the soup. Looks like so yummy right now. It looks hearty. That's what I want. I want my tomato soup to look hearty, to be hearty and very nourishment. And surprisingly enough, just a little bit of lemon zest, of course fresh lemon. This will add some brightness, and um you you want that flavor in it. It that will add so much brightness to our soup, because our soup is some dense. We want some lightness. We want to introduce some lightness to our soup. And honestly, lemon juice is the way to go. So no acid, no artificial acid. You don't need that. You just need some lemon. That's all you need. And of course, you guys know fresh parsley is a way to go always. It's extremely healthy, and it adds so much color and interest and flavor to our soup. I like to put that towards the end, when that way I can still see that green in my soup. And this looks amazing. Look at that. Chunks of meat, orzo, tomatoes. It smells heavenly. It's just nice and dense and thick. This looks so cozy. Like, I would say wintertime, fall time. You can eat that nice and hot with your garlic bread. For, I would say, spring and summer, especially in Florida, it doesn't have to be super hot. Just a little bit. Maybe you can put some more fresh parsley on top, and you can eat it like medium hot. Thank you guys for watching. I so appreciate you guys, and please come and see me again. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful evening.